Are you tired, stressed, overworked, overtraining, doing too many pole classes? Well, why not add to that stress and enter a pole competition? I'm Daniel Rosen and welcome to my top 10 tips on how to do a competition routine. Tip number 1, choosing the correct competition for you. You have to make sure that you're choosing a competition that suits you as a person. So don't enter a competition because someone has told you that you should enter it because you want to enter it. So explore all the different competitions that are out there. You have lots of different competitions from pole sports, pole theatre to pole art. Look at them all, see which one suits you. Tip number 2, song. For me, song is a really important thing and it can take me ages to choose a song. However, song is really, really important as it's going to be the song that is going to partner with your routine. So you need to make sure that it's a song that you love. If you're not 100% keen on it, don't choose the song. Keep looking for another song. You'll find another song that you feel 100% confident in, and then you'll be able to make something that you're really happy with. If you're unsure on song, look amongst your friends and ask them if they have any song ideas. And if you're really stuck, have a look on Google. Google is your friend. YouTube the songs that you like and see if there are any related songs that you like that could be possibly good for your routine. Tip number 3, creativity. You need to be creative. Everybody who's going to compete against you is going to be doing the same stuff, so you need to make sure that you are doing something that is completely different. Make sure that you're being original. So, if you're going to do a leg hang, try and find a really nice way into your leg hang. So let's not just climb the pole and go into a leg hang. Let's maybe see if we can find another move that you can transition from into your leg hang. It's all about creativity. Especially in this time at the moment, I find that competitions are really looking for creativity. So you need to make sure that whatever you're doing, it's going to be completely different to what everyone else out there is going to do. So just try to be as creative as possible. Tip number 4, costume and makeup. Make sure that you really spend some time on your costume. Now, when I say costume, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars or pounds on costumes. You can order a costume online, you can jazz it up yourself on a budget, so don't feel that you have to buy something that's super amazing. It can be whatever you want. You can buy a normal pole set and you can make it your own. Be creative with it. If you really aren't the seamstress type, then obviously there are people out there who will make costumes for you. Be creative with your costume. Maybe try and see if there's something different you can do with a costume that you've had before, and just see if you can be a little bit creative with it. Makeup is also very, very important. Make sure that when you're on stage, more so for the women than for the guys, I've never been on stage and worn makeup, but I have had theatrical makeup before to go with a character. So, if you're going to be a character, obviously make sure you've got makeup that matches your character, and if you aren't doing a character, then just make sure that you've got very pretty makeup on. But bear in mind that there's lots of lights and that people will be quite far away from you, so you need to do stage makeup. If you don't know how to do stage makeup, again, YouTube is amazing for things like that, but generally you just want something that's a little bit more highlighted. So if you're going to have eyeshadow on, make sure that you add that a little bit extra on, go for more the drag queen look, and then it'll probably look just fine on stage. Tip number 5, props. If you can have a prop on stage, I think props are amazing. I just like a prop. But that's me personally, and whenever I've been able to have a prop on stage, I've tried to use a prop. I've had hoovers on stage with me before, I've had a bathtub on stage with me, that one was a nightmare. I've had the simplest things like a shirt with me. So I've worn a shirt and I've used the shirt as a prop. I feel for me props are really fun and it just makes the routine a little bit more interesting, but also it's going to make you be remembered, so people will remember the person with the bath on stage, they'll remember the person with a ribbon that they were using whilst they were on the pole. Let's just think of really interesting props that you can use. Are they essential? No, they're not essential and you don't need a prop. I just think it's really something cool that if you have a routine that would look good with a prop, then use one. Tip number 6, lines and toes. Make sure that you have lovely lines while you're on stage. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be super flexible. It just means that you need to know how to point your toes and make sure that you're locking out your legs and you're just making a really pretty line with your body. So, for example, if I was on stage and I was doing this, this would not look good, but this would look better. I'm hoping that my toe wasn't shot for that. So for me, I'm really trying to focus on locking out my leg and trying to make my line of my body really nice and long. The more elongated and long your body looks, the prettier it looks. Obviously, depending on what type of routine you're doing, you may find that actually a flex foot would work. So, for example, if you're doing a comedy routine, you may find that a flex foot would look really funny. Or if you were doing a very artistic routine, you may find that the flex of the foot will actually look really cool and make it look even more artistic. So, if the flex is intentional, totally cool. If it's not intentional, not cool. Tip number 7, one of the most important tips, performance. When you're on stage, make sure you have a good performance. So, by that what I mean is that you need to really project your performance out to the viewers. So, if you are trying to be a character, make sure that character really comes across to your audience. If you are on stage with no facial expression and you're not giving any performance at all, it can be very hard to watch for a judge. So just make sure that you're having lots of fun and that you're giving lots of performance and make it look like you're really enjoying yourself, because really that's the most important part that you need to remember when you're on stage, is that you're having fun and that you're giving a good performance. Tip number 8, floor work and dance. For me, floor work and dance can be one of the parts of the routine that can really make a routine. So make sure that you really spend some creative time on your floor work and your dance. If you're like me and you're not a dancer, don't feel like you have to force yourself to learn dance if you don't want to. I sometimes prefer to do floor work. I've now started going to lessons, so I'm learning a lot more about dance and trying to explore my creativity with dance. But it's not for everybody. So if it's not for you, don't feel like you have to force yourself to. Find something that works for you and that you feel comfortable with. Tip number 9, tricks. So for me, tricks can be a very big part of a routine, but I do really love to do tricks. However, nowadays I tend to find the best thing for you to do in a routine is to do something different with your tricks. So, if you're going to put a jade split into your routine, like we said earlier, try to find a different way into your jade split and see if you can do something that no one else is going to do. It comes back down to the creativity rule of trying to be creative and do something different that your opponents aren't going to do. Not only will it make you stand out from everybody else, but it'll be something interesting for the judges to watch, which will make it more enjoyable for them. It will also make it more enjoyable for you to make the routine, as it will be something different for you to train. And lastly, and the most important rule, rule number 10, be confident and have some fun. So when you're on stage, make sure you're having lots of fun and that you're confident in yourself. Because the last thing that people want to see is someone who doesn't look confident on stage. So have some fun. Do a routine that you feel confident in and that you feel totally safe in doing, and go on stage and show your best, because everyone wants to see a really good show and it won't be a good show if you're not enjoying yourself. So just go on stage and have some fun and enjoy the experience. If you don't enjoy the experience, it doesn't matter. Competitions aren't for everybody, but try and enjoy it as much as you can and take away the positives that you've got from competing. Performing on stage, performing in front of a live audience, and creating a routine for the first time. If you've never created a routine before, this could be your first time, so that already is an achievement in itself. My main rule is just to have some fun. If you're going to go on stage and you're going to become stressed out from competition training, you want to be able to go on the day and be like, I had the best time. So, they're my main rules. I hope that helps you guys. I hope you like this tutorial. If you think of any tutorials that you want me to do that will really help you, please let me know. Comment on the box below and let me know what else you'd want to see. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Bye-sies!